What took me 2 years to realize I'm going to explain this to you in 2 minutes. Now, to be where you want to be, you have to commit mental suicide. You have to completely reframe how you think and how you act and who you are. So much so that everything you do is in alignment with your goals. Now, if you do this, if you complete mental suicide, which is not an easy task, and I'm in the process of doing it now, where how I do it is I force myself to wake up at 4:25 a.m. and no matter what time I go to bed, and it's 11:38 p.m. and I've been working for the past 3 or 4 hours, and this whole day I've been working, but I've been working for the past 3 or 4 hours after dinner, and it's 11:38 p.m. and I have to get up at 4:25, and I'm just thinking to myself how exhausted I'm going to be in the morning, but I realize that I have to wake up. I have to get out of bed. I can't press snooze because I have this delusional thought that if I don't wake up at 4:25, I'm not going to make a single dollar online. I'm not going to make money online if I don't wake up at 4:25. And I'm not going to get gains. I'm not going to see my shoulders grow. I'm not going to see my arms grow. I'm not going to get gains. You have to be delusional to have this mental frame to do everything in alignment with what you want to be and who you want to be and what things you want to have. And it's not about the things. I think I'm not even a car person. I'm not like consumerist, but I buy the things that I need to buy, and I buy like the tools that I need, but it's important to reframe who you are and your identity, because if you don't do that, you might remain stuck for a long time, for a very long time. And I'm 17 right now. I'm blessed that I'm realizing this now, but so many people go their whole life without waking up, without realizing like their full potential and what they can do. And a lot of people, like at school, they doubt my ideas. They don't see the vision. They criticize, and they don't support me. And that's kind of what you have to go through. Everyone has to go through that, like people who are hating on you, but the haters, people who don't like what you're doing, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why they don't like it. It's because you're comparing yourself to them, and they see that as an insecurity for themselves because they're not doing what you're doing. They're not they're just off on some other dopamine hit, or they're not working toward their goals. They don't have a goal, and they just frame that as an insecurity, and that's why they hate on you. That's why they don't support you. But that's why people who are above you, like the big bodybuilders in the gym, they're not going to hate on you. They're going to be the kindest to you because they've been in your shoes. So you just have to realize that you have to start somewhere, and everyone's on their own journey. And I might look back at this in 6 months even and just laugh at this video. Um, and yeah, I mean, I don't think this video is going very well either. This is like my first raw talk, but I think I'm gonna post it anyways. And you kind of just have to have that feeling, that drive, that fire inside of you to really get somewhere that you worth going. And no one can really give you that fire but yourself. Like, you can't watch a YouTube video and get like fire inside of you. It comes from deeper. It comes from past experiences. It comes from not wanting to be stuck anymore, not wanting to just go through the same motions over and over again and not see any progress. And I think that if you don't have to be born with the fire, right? Obviously, no one's really born with the fire, this fire inside of you. It's kind of developed from these personal experiences, and I'm trying to figure out the way I figure out like things in my past and things that actually drive me is journaling and writing down stories of my past and figure out, basically reanalyze everything that went on in my life and how I got to this point. Because if you don't know how you got to this point, then you don't really know how you're going to get to the next point, to where you want to be. Because to understand the future, you have to understand how you got here, and you have to change that. Because if you're not where you want to be, then the past actions that you took aren't the actions that you should take now to get where you want to be, if that makes sense. So you have to completely change things that you do to be in alignment with who you want to be. And if you do those same things over and over again for 2 years, you're going to make progress toward somewhere, right? But the actions have to be the actions that it takes to get to where you want to be. Otherwise, you're going to end up in some random place, some island that you don't want to be in. And I think that's what a lot of people go through, especially with college. They pick a path that maybe they might want to try, but they don't really know. And that they don't really take the time to figure out exactly what their goals are, what they want to do. And then 4 years later, after $200,000-$300,000 down the drain, they figure out that what they major in isn't what they want to do. And I think that's really sad. And I heard this quote, or this statistic. I think it was like 74% of college students or college graduates don't apply or work in a field that they majored in, which just blows my mind, right? The number of people who don't know what they want to do, and all of that wasted time. I mean, obviously they gain some skill sets from, becoming good readers and writers and critical thinkers, but they didn't actually focus on what they wanted to do. They didn't focus on their craft. And I think that's really important to know what you want to do. If you don't know what you want to do, you should figure out what makes you happy. And I'm lucky enough to know what I want to do. And I'm trying to go all in on that thing, but I don't think I know yet what all in means completely. Like, I'm waking up at 4:25, I'm working, and it's my summer break too. But I'm not as productive as I could be. And it's frustrating because I know I can do better. But it's also I'm also very grateful for it, because I now have the time where I can focus on this and where I can focus on my goals and what I want to do. Going to the gym and yeah. So I hope you can connect to this video in some way. I'm flapping my big mouth. I don't trying to get used to talking to the camera a lot more, because I want to post a lot more content like this, because I want to connect with you guys and I want to help people because some people I know are on a similar journey to me. If you're 20 years older than me, if you're 5 years older than me, if you're 2 years younger than me, doesn't really matter. Everyone's on their same journey, and you kind of have to find that inner circle, that community of people who align with you. And if you don't have that community around you, you kind of have to look other places. Like YouTube is a great place to find mentors, find people who are where you want to be. And you consume their content and you figure out that maybe that's what you want to do. And you consume their content, but the most important thing about consuming content is that you apply everything, everything you can from that content. Because if you don't apply it, it doesn't matter if you watch 3 hours or 30 hours of content. You just have to apply it. And if you don't apply it, it's just wasted time. Because basically what YouTube videos are is a call to action, literally a call for you to take action on what you want to do. Now that's educational content, but entertainment content is a little bit different, and I really don't want to create entertainment content because I would just be competing with like people like just like those massive content creators like Mr. Beast and like Netflix. Like you don't want to be in that realm of entertainment. You want to actually provide people value and connect with them. And I really try to do that with these videos, and I hope you found value in this video. So I'll see you in the next Raw Talk. I might create a series on this. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, so if you're watching this video, leave a comment to what I should what kind of series I should name this. But yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep because I have to get up in 4 hours. So okay, I'll see you in the next video.